domes have been in news recently. What are these heat domes and why are they so important? If we look onto the region of North America, we have witnessed strong heat waves in the regions of Canada, United States, mainly the western belt of North America in the recent days. Now this has led to numerous casualties, numerous fatalities as well. Why has there been such an unprecedented heat in the western coast of North America? Now this is the question that we are addressing today. The idea is the high pressure circulation creates a dome or a cap-shaped structure over the region of North America. Now, this sometimes becomes dangerously hot, crossing temperatures of 45 degrees to 50 degrees Celsius, which is sometimes unexpected. What happened recently is due to the phenomena of La Nina. Now what happens in the Pacific Ocean is an interesting phenomena. We have already understood the ENSO, the El Niño Southern Oscillations, in our previous lectures where we have talked about the seesaw balance which occurs in the Pacific Ocean. Now similar to this, there is another interesting factor that we need to address. Now Pacific Ocean, the western margins of the Northern America, as you can see here, is the region of Eastern Pacific. On the other side, you have China and Southeast Asia, East Asia. The region there would be the West Pacific. What happens is a temperature gradient starts between the region of West Pacific and East Pacific. How this gradient occurs, we would understand in a while. But the idea is the Eastern Pacific region is comparatively colder than the Western Pacific, and the heat gradient that starts from the Western Pacific towards the Eastern Pacific creates strong convection, and this causes a gradient. This gradient causes the air to push down towards the surface. Now this high pressure pushes the warm air towards the ground and the hot air from the side rises, and when this pressure causes the air to move down, as you can see here, the air sinks and this causes compression. Because of the compression, what would happen? The air would become much more warm, and therefore this pressure would also divert the clouds away from them. So as the ground warms, it would lose moisture. As it would lose moisture, there would be even more heat that would be trapped within the ground region, and this is one of the reasons for the heat dome to occur. So the first and the most important reason is a strong gradient. This strong gradient is because of the temperatures between the East and the West Pacific Oceans. Clear? Now, we would understand this with a very simple demonstration. This is an example of a swimming pool. What I do in a swimming pool is I turn off a heater and a heater with a jet stream at one end of the pool. What would happen? This region would get warm. Now when this region gets warm, the waves would start to move towards the other end of the swimming pool. Now when the waves start to move towards the other end of the swimming pool, this would create a temperature gradient. So this hot region can be considered similar to the region of Western Pacific, which was hot, and this cold region is the region of Eastern Pacific on the west coast of North America, and this would lead to a gradient. Now this gradient would take the winds from one end to the other. Now this process would occur through what? This process would occur through convection. Now as the convection occurs, the gradient causes more warm air to move towards the Eastern Pacific area, and therefore it would push the air down because of the higher pressure. As soon as it would be pushing the air down, what would happen? The ground would lose the moisture. Because of the compression, there would be more heat, and because of the loss of moisture, again more heat. So this is a kind of accumulating process, a accentuating process, and this would create a heat dome, and this dome would be responsible for the extreme heat wave conditions which have been witnessed in US and Canada recently. Also, along with this, as the hot air moves from the western Pacific towards the eastern Pacific, it would also trap the jet streams in the same air, and this would be again responsible for sinking of the heat waves. And therefore this movement, as you can see, from the western to the eastern Pacific would be responsible for rising heat waves in the western regions of North America, calling this as a heat dome, which would further accentuate the amount of or the degree of hotness in the region. So this is about the heat dome. Very, very important topic, very, very contemporary, and definitely important for your optional geography. We would be covering many such interesting lectures for you. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead.